Yeah. It you know, taught me a lot of things that I shouldn't do. I had a monumental fear of death and loss and letting go.
Okay.
I always joke with my friends that I'm immortal because I'm even in denial. So I'm like, I can't process the fact that it's going to happen. It's like that kind of thing of like, it was terrifying. It was strange because it was like, as I was watching and the things would come up, and it genuinely has made me more understanding and almost more comfortable with the idea of the end, which I know sounds like weird, but like it I'm not as afraid as I once was. The prospect of letting go and things ending is scary, but it's like it did help me to come to terms with it in a strange way. Yeah. Also, not to drink pee or do anything with pee.
Not.
Really, don't sit in a sauna with it.
I know I'm going a little bit off track here, but I think quarantine in itself taught me a lot, and especially when I found Una's Honest. Quarantine itself had already given me a personality glow up, because before this I was really different, I would say. And Una's Honest really helped just submit that feeling, because I was finally realizing that, hey, I could either stay the way I am now and not end with it, or change myself for the better, because how much time do I have left, you know? And like a general life lesson, of course, enjoy every day, because it could be your last.
Most of all, the lesson that I should use every single day that I have, but using every day to my best ability is not working myself off until I drop dead, but rather going at my own pace, so that I can both manage to do something and enjoy myself while I do it.
It really did teach me to like live every moment to the fullest, or to like appreciate everything.
Yeah.
Because as they've said time and time again, everything goes. And no matter how much time you have, you're always going to want more.
I learned that sometimes it's okay for an adult to be a little crazy and a little childish. But as an adult myself, that I probably should have learned that a long time ago.
Well, I definitely learned something. I've definitely been impacted by Unis Honest, and this whole year, I think one of their goals, like, for Unis Honest was to, you know, make people be grateful for what they have, because eventually it's gonna be gone. And I think that with what happened in February and what happened throughout this entire year, you know, losing my latter half of, you know, school and stuff, you know, family, I think that I definitely have a deeper understanding of, you know, being a lot more grateful for, you know, the people who are in my life and the things that I have and where I am. So
yeah,
like, I'm a very quirky person. I'm 17. I love stuffed animals and dinosaurs. And that's not normal, and I understand now that no matter how weird and quirky I am, I know that there will be people who appreciate and love that, like, completely unconditionally. And I now feel more comfortable, like, expressing those things with others.
Also, just going back, just because you like plushies or dinos or something, it's totally normal. It doesn't make you weird or anything.
Yeah.
Don't say that. You're good. I mean, like, to me, until I was like 12, what was the definition of fun was puzzles, so really, you're good.
I don't like puzzles, I get frustrated.
Yeah, well, you see how weird I am.
Honestly,
good one.
Watching, well, I mean, now that we've only got, not to spark any panic, now that we've only got like 5 days left, when I watch every video, it's made me cherish every second, and just in general, it's made me appreciate the things I have around me even more. So yeah.
They taught us a lot of things, but they also taught us what things you shouldn't do.
Yeah.
Because I used to, instead of like enjoying where I was at the time, I'd be too focused on the future, and like I'd be taking things like weeks or months at a time. but I've kind of, and it's honestly kind of taught me to just live in the moment more, and you'll be able to just enjoy life more. And even if everything's temporary, you're still able to enjoy it enough that like it'll be worth it when they're gone.
I feel like throughout the year, it really changed my mind, like step by step. It really changed my perspective on life and how I should experience it.
Yeah.
By the end of the year, I've decided, after going through all of it and like just pushing and pushing, and I've looked back on the year on the year I had, and I've just decided, well, I'm not enjoying it, so why should I continue? And I feel like Unis Honest was a big part of that. It really inspired me to just decide to pursue it what I like at the moment and not stress about, because, you know, it's true, temporary happiness is not a really good thing in the present moment, and not just like by a promise that in 5 years time you'd be finally happy. Without Unis Honest, who knows? Apart from that, I've learned how to all the different ways you can consume an onion. That was
Oh God.
Do something, like use your time. And I don't know which video, like one of the last videos they uploaded, I think it was the being brutally honest with each other, which right?
Oh yeah, that.
I was like, yes, I have to do something. Like Mark talking about people fulfilling their potential. No, Mark was talking about YouTube, but I felt like I could apply that to any other thing when he was saying, like, what you're doing, you don't have to feel trapped about doing it. And I felt like that, like during college, so hard. And I was like, I feel as I should be enjoying this, and I'm not, and there's something wrong with me. And I watched that, I heard Mark say that, and I was like, what if there's nothing wrong with me and I just don't enjoy this? I can enjoy other things. I want to be reminded of that, and it was like that boost to actually change my whole mindset. That, hey, you're gonna die someday, and we're having fun, but you're gonna die. So just try and enjoy this time. I don't know. So I think that's what I needed, and I can choose what to do in my life. Like, I don't have to feel trapped. I don't have to do things just because society tells me to do. With what I have, I can make so many choices, and I can choose to be like, I'm gonna take this time and I'm gonna do the best I can with it. And I'm so thankful for that. Like, I don't care if I forget about videos, about memes. I don't want to forget like that message that Mark and Ethan sent. Sorry, I'm rambling so much.
Okay,
No,
it's very interesting.
Amazing to listen to you. Yeah.
It's very inspiring.
Unis Honest changed my life.
Okay.
Okay, first, like, seriously, and identify myself as a professional procrastinator and the perfectionist with an anxiety problem. So I always said, you know, I don't want to do it now. I will do it tomorrow.
Yeah,
And
same
then
here.
that questions, what if you have only 1 year? And then I took it really seriously. And then I said, okay, what do I want to accomplish? And I been through the most of the things that I was on, that it was on my list. And especially also during the time that we are going through right now with the coronavirus and everything, it also makes you aware, and it gives you an like consciousness, like that could be it, that could really be it, like Mark always says. For me, if something is not good, I wouldn't post it at all. I kept thinking of Mark said, like, just do it. nobody else could do it like you do it.
Yep.
That's why I was like, just do it. Just do it now. Now is the time. And that's why Uns Uns really literally changed me on that part.
Yes, definitely. Like the stuff I was telling you earlier about just creating, don't wait for it to be perfect or to have the perfect idea, just start. And then, like, if you are in pursuit of that perfection, you'll probably find it along the way. But even if you don't, you've still like put something into the world that wasn't there before. It makes me think, you know, whenever I want to do something with my friends and we're like, what is there to do? There's nothing to do. We could just go shopping or go and eat and that's it. And I'm like, thinking like Unasanas, I'm like, if we made the time and made a commitment, there are so many things we can do, you know, like there's things they did that they just had just a couple of props and they were at someone's house and they made a whole video out of it. So yeah, that was really good. And also like the importance of friendship, like making time to like not just committing to creating things obviously, but committing to the people in your life as well.
I think the thing I learned from this is that, you know, you have to appreciate things while they're there. You can't just take things for granted thinking that they're going to be there forever, because, you know, they're not. They've definitely taught me to just appreciate things like in the moment. Don't take things for granted.
Oh God, I learned so many things, but maybe it was don't take anything for granted, because like I don't walk around all the time thinking about maybe I will lose this person, or maybe I'll lose this pet, or I will lose this or that. And my parents are alive. It's never my parents could be gone. It kind of made me understand that nothing lasts forever, and that's not a bad thing. Unis Honest was a permanent channel. I don't know if I would have gotten like bored of it or sick of it and was like, okay, this is just crappy videos. So I think that little like ending to it is what makes it really special.
Honestly, I think the biggest thing I got from Unis Honest is just, especially with Ethan, is just like watching someone who I identify with be with a friend a lot. Seeing how much they work together, it kind of like made me feel like, oh man, one day I'm gonna find someone who I like click with like that, and I'm just gonna like have that much fun. And that's really what I loved about it. And so I'm just glad they make videos together at all. And I hope they don't stop, because I feel like no matter what they do, no matter what the gimmick is or the premise of the video, I will probably love the video no matter what.
Would be just the vast amount of things you can actually do once you stop holding yourself back, I guess. Because like these guys made a video every single day, 365 days. Then all it took was then saying, we're gonna do this. And then found like a little support group to get together and do it.
Yeah.
Right? Because like it's hard to set your mind to do something and I'm gonna do it and go. It's like if that takes a really, really specific kind of person to do.
Yeah.
You know, most people can't just wake up and go, I'm gonna go and do this and never stop now.
Yeah.
You know, not a lot of people can, but these guys did it as a duo.
Is that I'm happy that I saw Unosanos, because it gave me I'm always someone who like when I have an idea I want to act on it, but most of the time I'm just real lazy or scared of failure, so I do not act on it. But watching Unosanos, I was like, I want to do something. And then I had the idea, what if I did an interview? And then the very same night I was having this, like people coming in my DMs.
Yay!
Yeah.
Thank
you. And it's proving me that you don't have to think too hard. If you just do it, sometimes it'll turn good.
Yeah, I would want to tell them that they really inspired me to do more things in life. And they really inspire me to move on and do a lot more things with my life.
Yes. Remembering that, but cherishing the life, every moment of your day.
Yeah.
You just have to remember that you can't just think about it. You have to live your life to your fullest every day. That's what I learned from them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I learned something similar, but from another kind of way. Like, to me, I knew Unos Annos from the beginning, and then after 2 months of watching it every day, I was like, I have time. I can just, like, go away and come back in a few months, which I did. But then I was like, I can wait even a bit longer. I mean, I have all the time in the world. It's a year. It's so long. And then I watch it, and it's like, oh, there's 20 days. That's awesome. Shit. Yeah, at that moment I realized fully what Unos Annos was about, and it taught me that just like one day I woke up and realized there was only 20 days left and I won't be able to do everything, to watch everything. Yeah, I don't want in my life to one day wake up and just realize I don't have enough time to do whatever I want to do. Which is why I'm doing this interview. It gave me that inspiration.
That was such a cool idea, and I am happy to be a part of that.
Yeah. And really thank you, because many people say this is a cool idea, and thank you for the compliment, but this idea will be nothing without you people. So really, you're making it. So thank you.